Naithan, George, on everybody's right, we have Kyle Sturdivant. We'll go ahead and open it right up for questions. Go ahead, Rod.
Guys, how difficult was it going up against their offense where they run all those screens and trying to, keep in front of your defender?
It was difficult. I think, they're a very patient team, older team. They know what they're looking for. So they're going to make you work every time down on defense. And so sometimes they just wore us out with their screening and their late shot clock execution.
Chad?
Nate, a lot of turnovers for the team tonight. You think a lot of those were self-inflicted? Was it a lot of things that Virginia was doing defensively? You just speak to the turnovers a little bit.
Turnovers, yes. They were self-inflicted. Like, Virginia wasn't doing nothing special to make those happen. I feel like it was just our own, like you said, self-inflicted. So if we just cleaned those up, we would have probably put ourselves in a better game. I had won.
For either of you guys, what happened kind of at the end of the first half? They went on the 12-0 run and then even started, I think, with 5 more in the second half. But what was going on offensively where you guys couldn't get buckets?
I'd say it starts with our organization, and the turnovers mess us up down like that last little stretch of the first half. So if we had cleaned those up as well, that we would have went into the half with a lead. So we just got to do better with that.
Going back to the question about the turnovers, you all had 12 assists in the game. Do you also feel like that was self-inflicted, or do you attribute that to Virginia's defense?
Well, I think it was self-inflicted, but we missed a lot of shots that we usually make. I think a lot of, we shoot a lot of threes, and I don't think they were going in tonight, and sometimes that's how it cut. But they was playing good defense, but I also think we missed some shots that we usually make.
When the coaches set up the scouting report for you, was part of it the fact that they can make threes, or what did you see from that scouting report? I think they hit 48% tonight.
Some guys that don't usually hit as much stepped up, like what was his name? The pick and pop guy. He stepped up. I think it was 34. Mm-hmm. Like guys like, pardon me, Groves, yeah. Like guys like him that don't usually do that, so he stepped up. So yeah, the threes kind of messed us up with those guys, but I feel like we kind of did well in the scouting report, but those guys just seen some open looks.
Okay.
Nate, can you describe a little bit your matchup with Beekman #2 and just kind of what you can take away from a game like tonight against him?
Well, I'd say he did well defending the ball. He has active hands, and he just knows how to control the game. He's an older guy as well, so what I could take from him is just defensively just become a threat like him and just control the game like he does, and it was a tough matchup.
Anything else? Kelly?
Kyle is an older guy. This is a team you guys keep being in these close games, and you got one at Clemson, but you've lost quite a few now at home. Just, I guess, kind of how do you keep guys up and seeing the light at the end of the tunnel?
Right. Like you said, I think we've lost, especially at home, we've lost a lot of close games. I think we just have to, make up in our minds that we're tired of losing and make that jump because, we have season left to redeem, those close games that we lost, but we don't have a lot of time to do it. So we just have to lock in and focus on the moment.
Anything else?
You all made a late push in the game, more shots going, like you were saying, Kyle. What do you feel like went right during that time that was different that we didn't see in the earlier part of the second half into the first half?
I think we weren't just being stagnant on the outside of the three-point line. When we started to drive them and realize they help off certain spots and make them collapse, I think we started to make those threes that we were missing.
Anything else? Okay. Rod, and then Ken will wrap this up.
Coach, when he talked to us yesterday, said he's been talking to you about rebounding. You think you did a better job as a team with everyone going to the boards tonight?
Yeah, I feel like we did better this time. But there's still times where we slipped up and gave up offensive rebounds or the ball was slipping out of our hands. But we did a better job, but we just got to clean those little things up.
Ken.
It's kind of an odd question, but I think it was like 67-60. You dumped in a bye, and he was trying to score in the post. He sent it back out to you, and he screened 40, and then you drove, I think it's on 22, and you got a foul on him. Was that specifically what you were going for? It seemed like a very kind of mature play to make.
Yeah, knowing the time and the score, I seen that ball was kind of in like a hole, so I told him to throw it back out. And knowing the scouting report, they hedge high, and I know that he's not as fast on his feet, so yes. So that was kind of to cut down time and get a quick bucket and draw the foul.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.